What up? We done this in so long. I don't even know if we're doing it right.
Right, it has been a while.
Definitely on the stream yard tip, but I don't even know. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. Okay, 40 Shades.
Hey,
Hey,
boo.
what's up? How's this looking right now, Villa?
Right, we coming in through a different way, so
Well, I'm just on the stream yard on the phone, so I don't know. And then my front face camera kind of sucked. Like, how does it sound on your end?
we tired, y'all.
Man,
She said it's
sounds good.
good.
Okay. Well, what's up though? We're in Chicago right now. What up,
Greetings.
1011? What's happening? Man, we burnt. We talking about one hard last night. We just meant we was gonna stay up all night.
Yes, like we was young, young.
Yeah, our son took us out at the late portion of the night. We went to the spot in Richmond called Pops. It's kind of
Okay,
like a bar and grill, but it's like outside now that the weather's good. I know it was probably every bit of 3,000 people out there yesterday. So,
I saw all types of folks. People I went to school with, people I
mm-hmm,
used to work with.
mm-hmm,
Because I normally don't go out at home,
yeah.
period.
So we had a good time, man.
Yeah, it was nice.
We've been having a good time since we've been off the road. Period. Like I
Hmm.
don't know how many of y'all follow us on our social media stuff, but
Really relaxed and
man,
just enjoying like this time.
a lot of different things have went on. Like literally, us going home at this particular time was probably more on time
All
than we
right.
even
Yeah. It
realized.
was perfect. It was meant for us to come home.
We've had family issues to take place since we've been home.
A lot of
Uh,
family issues.
Issues with the kids, or at least a couple of them that needed immediate attention that we were able to do.
Yeah.
I was able to help my father with a few projects that he was in the process of doing. So us not planning on coming home, but being home, like I said, it was literally right on time.
Yeah, then we got our middle daughter that's graduating. She was apartment shopping, so I got to go with her to look at
Yeah,
apartments.
yeah.
Um, so that was cool to be here for that, and just a lot of transitions going on, a lot of moving parts.
So while we were home, it's like it's probably been maybe not a full 3 weeks, but close enough to it at this point. And you figure we only ran about a week or so prior to even coming home. So, we
Yes.
haven't generated a whole lot of income
Mm-mm.
just throughout this process. But on the 23rd, we'll be back in VA. Take our, well, not take anything, but go do our hazmat, the final portion of that, which was
Get our
just,
physical copy,
yes,
actually,
that's what I meant to say.
because we already finished everything, but it
Yeah,
was like 40
we needed it
days,
for the
30 to
shade.
40
We
days.
needed that. Yeah, so they really
Hey,
gave us too
SAG
much
team,
time.
what's up?
What up? What
Thank
up? What
you,
up? What up?
thank
Appreciate
you.
it. So yeah, we decided to say, bump it, man. Let's take a trip. And
Hmm.
we had a lot of different places on our bucket list that we wanted to try, but we're yet to get our passport. So that will limit you on getting outside of the country.
Yeah.
And us driving and doing what we do within the states for the last 5 years, it ain't too many places in the country that we haven't been yet, but
Mm.
one, to be honest with you. So we said, let's go do that. Everybody's doing the islands or different beaches, and that stuff is cool too. But once you get out the pretty water, at least in most of those cities, there's not a lot of stuff to do. And we were looking at the fact that we're gonna be getting back on the road,
Hmm.
and you know how a good vacation with a good scenery and just good natural elements to it can kind of stick with you for a long time. You can reminisce on this stuff for quite a long time. So um, I see you, Sag Team. I got your answer. Um, so like I said, we didn't want to do the beach or do what everybody else seems to normally do.
Right.
Especially as by us being black. You know, the typical thing to do over the summer is go to a beach. It's your Cancun, your San Juans,
Yeah.
your St.
And it's beautiful.
Thomas's,
I mean, it's definitely beautiful.
Costa Ricas, or even going to Cuba or places like that. But like I said, we didn't quite have um, but we don't have our passport yet, so they kind of limited a lot of that
Yeah.
good stuff.
And then they're still making you wait. Like you still have to do your
The
you have
real
to
ID
apply
stuff.
on no
Oh, just
for
for the okay, got you,
passport.
got
You
you, got
have
you.
to apply online here in Virginia
Yeah, so
for an appointment.
we went ahead and decided. Plus, I got a homie out there I went to driving school with, trucking school with over at Swift. That's been asking us for a while to make the move. My parents have came out there quite a few times,
Hmm.
so we're going to Alaska, man. We're
Yeah, we
heading
love
to
nature,
Alaska.
y'all. We are addicted to nature and
Well, like I said, yeah.
mountains and
So we figure,
fishing and
what better way to see nature than going to the last frontier,
yes.
which is basically going to Alaska, man. The wildlife. Like I said, definitely wanted to fish. So you figure the salmon, and this is summertime there now. It's gonna be pretty much daylight all day,
All
all
day.
night.
Peace right door CDC.
So we're gonna put ourselves through the ring over the next few days and just wild out and do Alaskan things. So we hopefully y'all rock with us on that. Follow us on the gram.
Yeah.
We'll try to go live a lot
Definitely gonna
on
get a lot of
YouTube.
footage.
Yeah. Real quick, SAG team said, "How long is the process for Hazmat?" Me and my fiance want to get ours to make more money. Process wasn't long at all. I would
No.
say, what's the app we got? The same one I use for the
We have
driver's license.
a
CDL Prep
CDL prep app
app on your phone,
that you can study.
and take the pre-test or the quizzes on that. Do that for a couple weeks.
Hmm.
One of us will be driving, the other one's in the passenger seat, and we're just reading over the questions and the answers. We did that for a few weeks.
I forgot how many questions it is though.
Uh, on the test is
30
30,
something.
and you can only get 6 wrong.
Right.
Because I got 27 right out of 30. You got
20,
you got 24.
24.
She got 6 wrong, so
Okay.
she
I passed
barely
though.
made the cut,
I
bro.
passed
But
though.
she passed.
I passed,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I would say SAG team to get that app and
Hmm.
just study it, look over it, get yourself familiarized with the questions, stuff like that, and you'll be fine. It's a lot of common sense, but then just a lot of memorization, that sort of thing too.
Hmm.
But you'll be fine. You definitely can set yourself up for more money.
Oh yes.
But yeah, for the shades, baby, we going to Alaska, man. I'm looking at doing some. Stephanie Parker was happening. Looking at doing some salmon fishing right now. That stuff is running crazy.
And
Um,
we met a guy that said that he was over there. He's military, wasn't he? He said
from
that
the other
he,
day,
hmm
yes,
when we was at the zoo
yeah,
with our grandbabies and my
hmm
nephews, and he said it's beautiful.
oh
He
yeah,
said it's salmon, everything. He said it's amazing.
yeah. My
It's
parents have been a
amazing.
couple times, and actually, that's how she and I came to make a decision to do this because my dad comes to me and says, you want to go to Alaska? And I was like, I would like to go because they've been a few times in the past. So I'm like, Smitty, yay, yay. What,
Panda life, peace.
what up? So I just was like, yeah, let's rock with it. But then he's like I said, he has some projects that he's doing. He's making a room that he made into like a little sunroom years ago into an official one. So there's a lot more work to be done. A lot of stuff he wants to do, and he's basically redoing it over again. So
It's coming along
yeah,
nicely.
he's gonna take care of those projects. So I was like, well, I'm still want to go. So Steve, what up, boy? He said, what up? It's me. It was good out there. And you still in Wyoming? No, you ain't in Wyoming. You are in. Don't say it, dog. Uh,
The guy told
is it?
us.
No, is it Wyoming? No, you ain't in Wyoming, bro. You are in Billings, Montana,
The guy told us
right?
that
Were you in Billings?
they have wild moose.
Yeah, moose, bear, black bear, brown bear, fox, any and everything you want to
Thank
think about.
you, SAG team. Appreciate you.
Super sticker. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, me neither. We learning.
Is that what a super chat is now? Super sticker?
We probably can't see it because of how we have it set up. But thank you. We appreciate you.
Bozeman. Is that Montana or Wyoming? I definitely know who you are, my bro. I'm just trying to think of where we were that day.
Plus,
Was
I
it
don't.
Montana? Damn. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you fine. I hope y'all see too that we got our new merch on. I got my dad hat on here.
Yeah.
He got his bucket. So we about
Yeah,
to push those
we've
out
been
a little
holding on
bit.
to stuff for a while. We've been kind of like, laying low with certain things, bringing stuff out in the proper order.
Peace, John Walker.
Yes, I was on my way to Washington, bro. Right to the miles. What's happening? Try box trucks. Are you saying we should try box trucks?
Yeah, elaborate on that.
I
We
had the
should
pink
try
truck for sure,
box trucks.
for sure. But now we got our own rig now, man. The truck has been running fine. It did well for us the short time we ran it so far. Did the oil change while we were home, so we'll be ready to rock and roll once we get back out on the road. But we just was trying to get this hazmat thing finalized and complete.
Yes.
Take care of a lot of other loose ends we had at home. So yeah, it's nothing but up from here. You feel what I'm saying? We probably the main hot shot. Okay, I mean, but even at that, are you saying we should give it a try, or that's something that you're thinking about doing, and you want to know if we got any input or info on it, which we don't.
Mhm.
Congratulations, appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, we named it Millie Miles.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it gets us 1,000,000 miles and helps us get to a couple $1,000,000.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, well, her name is Millie.
Mhm.
Millie Miles.
Yes.
But yeah, man. So we're in Chicago right now, O'Hare.
We thought we were supposed to have a flight that was going to actually leave a little later,
No,
earlier.
earlier. No, well, actually,
No, it was later in the day,
our
but we
whole
wound up.
plans changed because see, we fly space available. We do the buddy pass thing. My mom um,
Retired.
retired from the airport after about 40 some years. So we've been doing it like this. So for real, we actually had a flight that was going to go Richmond, Virginia to Dallas, Dallas to Anchorage. That we would have left this morning from Richmond about 11, got into Dallas, left Dallas about 3, and should land in Anchorage at like 7. But that flight got a little too close for comfort on the seats. So we ended up switching that to this flight out of Chicago that had like 30 some available seats. So it was probably a better chance of us, doing what we had to do without running into any hiccups. So we jumped on this. So we actually had to change our departure time to like 5:30 this morning. So we literally partied all night. Like we didn't get to the house till about 2:30, 1:30, 2 o'clock maybe. Long enough to pack because we still hadn't packed nothing yet. Then get uh, to the airport. So
But that was the one thing that I liked this time about packing because we're going to Alaska. So, I mean, long sleeve shirts, jeans, leggings, tennis shoes, boots, hoodies. Because, I mean, we're going somewhere we don't need all of that.
yeah, right now we
So it was an
definitely
easy pack.
this trip is not about being fly. It's not about a certain way of dress. We're not looking to go club. We're not looking to go partying. Like I literally only brought one pair of like a hiker boot, a Nike boot. That's
Yeah.
all I bought. I didn't bring
I
any
got some Air
any
Max. I ain't even bring
sneakers.
my boot.
We didn't bring a lot of nice clothes in general because we're looking at doing outdoor activities. I want to do some kayaking. Um, they do the jet ski thing where they take you out, but I definitely want to do
To
some
the ice
fish stuff.
glaciers.
Yeah, glaciers, like all that kind of stuff. So we want to really do somewhat outdoor activities. So this trip for us is definitely not glamorous at all. We got an Airbnb spot that we already got. We got to check into that on
And
Saturday.
we'll let y'all see that. We'll do a walk around, do a video, let y'all see that. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad in price either.
Expediting in the box truck. Is that what you're speaking of? That's what you're doing,
Oh,
John Walker? Or are you asking us? Are we interested in doing like something like that? Uh,
I hope it is fun, Stephanie. That's what I'm
Heavy
looking at.
trucker. This is probably an old, tired ass question, but which do you feel is more beneficial, leasing or lease purchasing a rig? Um,
We did both, actually. We had the
more.
option with the lease purchase,
I
and we
think
did
both of
leasing.
those to me are pretty much the same. Um, it's kind of weird. I never really wanted to own a truck. That was always something that I stressed for a while. So I was always cool with just doing a basic lease and giving the truck back. Man, a lease purchase, it definitely can work. I'm learning now that owning the truck, does definitely has its benefits to it.
Hmm.
This us taking this trip right now is definitely
A
a
benefit of
benefit
purchasing.
of purchasing a truck. We didn't do the lease portion of it. We just caught the truck from a dealership. But what makes it different is that monthly payment over, that weekly consistent payment and that amount of money. We went from for that pink truck and the black one we had prior to that. You figure we was paying like $825 a week
Right.
just for the lease on the truck. Period.
Hmm.
Before any other fixed cost. So
I think too that it really depends on a lot. Like if you are a solo driver or if you're a team, I think that makes a difference.
yes, I was about to
And
say, are you
then,
solo or team too?
right, and
Because
also,
go ahead, go
go
ahead,
ahead,
go ahead,
babe.
go ahead.
Okay, so also too, with a lease you can walk away. Most of
Mm,
the time you have a walk away lease, which is excellent. So if you get in, feel like you might got in too deep, or you just want to go another option or move to another company,
right,
you can walk away and you won't owe anything.
right.
I think with the lease purchase, I think I would really what would matter to me is depending on if you are solo or team, because it
Yes,
depends on how many miles you're going to put on, on your truck
right,
and how much it's going to be worth by the time you actually get a chance to purchase it. Because some places are
right.
like after so many years, or what is it like?
So many miles. I think all leases are kind of like that. The more, you pay some type of penalty
Right, right,
if you
right.
put certain mileage on the truck
It's like two
weekly. So
years.
they may charge you a little more money. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I used to get a lot of information from Loshawn. He's really, really
Yes,
great at the
yes.
whole leasing aspect of it all.
Follow LaShawn. What is his channel? Top LaShawn Fox. If you
Yeah,
look it
you
up,
know,
yeah,
everybody, I know who Lo
everybody
is. If you know
knows.
me, you know
Yeah,
Lo. Shucks, you knew Lo before you knew me.
but
But
he talks about that. He's experienced in
but
that. He can guide you in that direction.
that's for sure,
That's who
for
we
sure.
talk to.
Yeah, facts. I call Lo anytime with questions like that. But it definitely matters if you're solo or team.
40 Shades says that.
Yeah, that's a fact because when you just look at the way in which you will run the truck and the type of miles and just wear and tear you're going to put on the truck,
Hmm.
period, in a short amount of time if you're teaming. So I would probably be more prone to do a lease purchase if I was solo because I can maintain the payments, let the time go by that I'm paying on my monthly payments, that sort of thing. And then still at the end of that lease, my truck still has life left in it
Right.
versus you done already wore it out and now you own this truck that has very little value to it.
Right.
So it's kind of a balance.
Depending on where you're at in your career in trucking,
Right.
your money, what you can afford, and
Hmm.
just a lot. How they run you. What
Right.
type of miles are you running?
That's a fact.
Um,
And I would just say, but like I was saying,
for the wear and
when I,
tear
what
on
I
the truck.
learned now about actual purchasing of the truck itself, that monthly payment versus that weekly payment changes everything.
It does.
Like
It
we would
does.
not have been able to do this as leisurely as we have been able to do it if we were still stuck in that $825 a week truck note. And I mean, you looking at what was it, 32, 3,400 bucks a month
Mm-hmm.
for that truck versus right now we're under 1,500 a month.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fees with that. And then some companies don't want you to take your truck and put it on with other companies while you're leasing. So you might want to consider that as well, because you might lease your truck but then decide you don't want to be with the company. And some companies you have to lease and work for them.
So I'm thinking about getting back into the box truck expediting.
Okay.
I'm a driver in expediting in a Sprinter van. The money is in box trucks. I believe y'all should have started there first. You believe we should have started in the box truck first? Is that what he's saying?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's all for
What when you expedite in the box truck? Are you saying and are you local? Yes, it does. Monthly payment is nice indeed for the shades. It definitely is.
I think
Truth teller, peace. What up? What up?
I think that
But is that what he's saying?
I think that there's money in
John
trucking.
Walker.
Period. Even if you, huh?
Okay, so
Yeah, I think
OTR in the box truck. You talking about doing like so? You talking about the box truck with the sleeper on it, but box truck in the rear. Because if so, I've seen people do that. But to me, I don't know. I don't even want to get off on that tangent, but I don't want to drive no box truck. I like a rig. I like a semi. I love a 53-foot trailer. To me, that's trucking. You know what I mean? So I feel you, but like I said, to me, that's truck. Oh, no sleeper. So what the hell me and my wife gonna do, bro? With no sleeper, just riding around in the box truck. You say OTR in a box truck with no sleeper. I don't know, fam. I ain't really feeling that.
it's weird being in here, y'all, in the airport now that we still have we still wearing our masks like everybody leaving in.
Yeah.
It's
Because at the
weird.
airport, you got to
You
follow
gotta,
still. Well,
yeah.
we ain't following protocol right now.
No, we not because we're supposed to have our masks on and
Well,
covering our mouth.
6 feet and get from around me. Ain't nobody around me. So it's all good. But yeah, man, we are super duper excited for this Alaska trip. This is something.
Smoke some.
Nah, dog.
No.
We'll see right now.
No, 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 no.
Nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. But things ain't the way they used to be. You know what I mean? The way in which we're doing our business now. The companies in which we're working with and the
You can't
opportunities
play
we
with
have
that.
in front of us right now.
Mm-mm. No, no,
That ain't
no.
even a gamble that I would take at this point. And
Mm-mm.
I'm a gambler. Believe me when I tell you. But at this point, nah, dog. I'm good. But I feel you though.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, John. Yeah, nah, I feel you, dog. It's so many ways to skin a cat out here, man. The whole carrier, logistics and just freight business is so big that there's various ways to find your niche. You know what I mean? There's various
Right.
ways to find what's a good comfort level for you and yours to do what you need to do. So I don't think there's no right or wrong. It's just all about what fits the individuals. You know what I mean? Like
I like to
I
say
eventually I
it's
want to get the super sleeper.
I like to say
That's
it's
just me.
finding your sweet spot. Like I think we all have to find our sweet spot, and it's gonna be different for each of us. Um, it's some people that's still where we used to be because it worked for them, and there's some,
I
we
feel you,
it didn't
Don.
work
You
for
already
us.
know.
You know.
Bridget Butler, how you doing?
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Bridget.
she
Okay.
said favorite love couple.
Yes.
Mm. Love is in the air.
Stephanie says she's nervous about narrow roads. Any advice? Stay between the lines.
Yes. You nervous about narrow
Yeah,
roads?
stay between the lines and pay attention to your side mirrors.
Yeah.
That's really good in those situations. And take your time,
Hmm.
take your
When you're going
time.
around a curve to your left, stay as far as you can to your right,
Hmm.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
And monitor your speed.
And a lot of times the road looks a lot more narrow than it really is.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about tolls. Every time we come through a toll, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, but there's plenty
But
wide
it's
enough to put
plenty
you.
of
Yeah.
room, yeah. I know I've
Uh,
been following y'all. Hold on.
do y'all have business credit behind y'all before getting the truck? I
I
want
want
to
the truck,
strike
but the capital isn't
capitalism.
where it should be. No, we didn't actually. And we
Nope.
actually have a video. We'll tag that video in your comment where we talked about how we went in and we actually got approved through our personal credit. And
Yes.
then they decided that they wanted to actually use our business credit, which was um, we were able to use our personal to get credit for our business.
You
So
said tag it. Did we even make that video yet?
we did make a video when we bought the truck. I talked about it a little bit, but we might
I
have
didn't
to do
watch
another
it.
video. No, I
Y'all
talked
might think
about.
it's strange,
Oh,
but
you know, maybe I didn't
I
talk
don't think we
about
made that video. Not entirely. You may have dibble dabbled, but
it. Yeah,
I don't
we'll
think
do.
for
We'll
real
talk
we
about it
have not even made a proper video
about all that
describing
happened.
how in which we came about getting the truck in the first place.
I'm telling you,
I
y'all,
think that would be an
it was
interesting
meant to be.
video to shoot. We've talked about doing it, but we just haven't done it.
Truth telling, we're gonna do a video about that because that was something
But
that I was concerned
but
about.
we can't say from to answer your initial question. No, we
We didn't
have
have it.
business accounts and stuff like that. But as far as our business credit being at some great place to where
We didn't have
when we
any
did it
business
like
credit
that,
at all.
we haven't taken the Dean Cole um, course.
We didn't have
So the whole
none of
business
that.
credit stuff for us right now is still in its infant stages.
Or we have it.
We
We're
just had
building
the
now because we got our
we
truck.
just had overall good personal credit
Hmm.
and the capital to do what we needed to do.
Right.
But we're in the process of building now. We got fuel cards and a few other
And we got the truck.
miscellaneous
The
things.
truck
The
on
truck,
there.
so we're in the process of building that now. But prior, no, that wasn't a focus of ours, and we still got it to happen. So we're blessed within that for sure. Shape World, what's happening?
What's up,
We are
Craig?
going to Alaska.
Going
That's
to
Craig Vaccaro.
Anchorage.
What up, bro? Been a minute, man. What's happening? Yeah, we going to Alaska, man. We figured screw the beaches, screw the typical quote unquote black vacation destination for the summer. It was pretty spontaneous of a decision to go there. I got a buddy of mine that I went to school with. Y'all probably know him, Jerry Perry. If y'all ever watched him,
He used to do
uh,
videos.
yeah. And then he drove for Swift with us in the beginning. He was in the lower 48 or down here, but he was originally from Alaska, so he went home about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. So we've always kept in touch. So
Let me
we
answer
figured,
this
why
since
not?
he just came in. Yes, truth teller, it can happen because I was actually telling him and doing some research about how we could build our business credit.
Mm-hmm.
And when they asked me about putting the truck in our business name and everything, because we had our business since 2017,
17.
and I was shocked because I didn't know that we could actually do it. And they said yes, that they were going to back it by our personal credit, so it worked out. So yeah, you can definitely do it. Get away from the southern heat. It is cold up there now.
So you trying to go to Swift, Craig? Hey, that's what's up, man. I always recommend Swift to people. Everybody always been on the Prime thing, and Prime's good too for sure. We just never went through their program, so I always recommend Swift to people whenever I'm asked that question about where to go to first. So I don't have no real beef or
Me
gripe with
neither.
Swift.
Mm-mm.
They treated us fine while we were there. Their stipulations or processes are what they are.
Hmm.
So you agree to it. You hold up your end of the bargain until you can create a different lane. You know what I mean?
SAG team says, "Are y'all planning on being on the road for a while? Have y'all thought about letting others drive for y'all while y'all sit back and collect?" um,
Thought about it? Yes.
yes,
Willing to do it? No.
no.
I don't want.
We might need to do a video about why not.
Look, well, just basically, I don't want your problems to become mine. I don't want to get the phone call in the middle of the night that this happened or that happened. I just don't want that. To me, we have, how people look at the whole fleet. We have one truck, but we have two clocks. So we kind of already are a two truck
Right,
operation that operates with one truck. You feel
right.
what I'm saying? If I was a solo driver, then maybe I look at other aspects of it. But I think as far as with she and I and what our goals are,
Hmm.
we can definitely reach any goal we need to reach with what we can generate with us too.
And we've actually, where we're at right now so far, we're like maximizing, really going above and beyond what we thought we was even going to make
Facts.
money wise, and we don't really need. to do that. Our children, our adults, they're taking care of themselves. We're in a different stage of life. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're in the closer to retirement stage, even though we won't retire because we
No,
not that we just not like that. But retire from trucking probably. But maybe then we may consider to put
but yeah,
somebody in the truck.
with your first part of the question, we're gonna be on the road for a while. Yes, our
Yeah,
initial goal was 10 years. That was
we
the
got
plan
about
from the
five more
beginning.
years or so.
We did 5 years in so far, but now we've gotten to this opportunity that we're doing now. So I think that that 5 years is going to be extended. I can't see stopping, especially if the ball start rolling the way that I'm assuming and predicting and hoping that it will. I ain't stopping this train no time soon, man. And that's